Today is December 23rd, 2019. Just recording how I got my Ruby on Rails app to go. I was able to get a video recorder started for myself, and so this is what we need to get started. So what have we done so far? So first thing I want to do is I want to get my Rails server running. So I just do Rails S here, and then we're going to get that server running. And then we're going to see that's running up really good, and then I'm going to call out my editor, which I like to use. I'm using Atom, and you can see it's opening right here. And so these are all the files that I created to make GitHub, what I've been uploading to GitHub. Here's the browser we want to use, and then here's all my routes which we're going to be using in Rails. All the routes that I created for us over time. So yeah, let's go to our local host, because right now we're hosted locally. We're still on my server. So we got it started. There's the stock market app right there. Okay. Here we go. We want to ask it to log in. You can choose to actually sign up, but I already showed you that in my last sprint a week ago. So these are two accounts I created. So these are two different users who signed in. Here they go. They already exist. So here's you can just ask what was this. If you're asking yourself, what was I trying to? What was this user who logged in? What were they trying to do in the past? So you can see that this person was tracking Tesla stock. You can see that the key things he's focused on is the current price and the market cap, and this is actually what it is currently. So we could just check on it, and here's its logo, and that's everything that you need. He wants to know about the stock, and that's what he was following. So if you want, you can follow a new stock. You can basically click that, and he says, hey, I want to follow Facebook. Okay, let's find out what Facebook is. And this is actually, these are APIs that I paid a subscription for. So I'm clicking that. He says, okay, good. So now he's been looking Facebook. So now it's been added. So now we can see that he can keep that in his user profile logged in. I mean, we could do something else. We could look at my old company, Borg Warner, BWA. It creates a stock portfolio for you. Finds out everything he wants about it. Goes back, and as you notice here on the server, it's actually doing some really interesting stuff. It's always informing me about what's going on, and so, which is really cool. So anyway, so now that's what we've pretty much done. This is what it looks like. So now I'm going to log out of this other user, and we're going to go to a different user now. We're going to go to Barton here, and we're going to log in. This is another user. We don't have to save it. We can see what he was doing. You can see these are all the stocks he was tracking. And so these are everything he wanted, and you could basically click Amazon. You could basically follow everything that he was doing. Yeah, so this is where I'm at pretty much. There's other, if he wants to edit or add a ticker, I don't remember what was that about? Oh yeah, adding a ticker. You do create a stock for it. Oh, that's just basically adding it back. Then we can edit the profile too if you wanted to do anything to his profile. If you want to even cancel his account, you can also do that. So yeah, those are all the interesting things we've done so far. There's still a lot more to be done. If we wanted to do anything interesting, we could basically go back in here and look at all these routes. We have posting, getting, deleting, basically following the CRUD, basically, which sounds funny. But yeah, that's where I'm at, man. I'm going to stop the video, and I'm going to thank you for your time. All right.